There are some legal things I have to say today to make this all real, so I apologise if it's not really romantic for 2 seconds here. But we are gathered here today to solemnise marriage in accordance with the Australian Marriage Act between Sylvie and Ben, the parties here present. Sylvie and Ben have already duly furnished to me within the time permitted by law a written notice of this intended marriage, setting out certain particulars. It's incumbent upon the parties to the marriage that before the marriage is solemnised, I say to you in the presence of these witnesses that I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you're joined in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you're about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. So with that out the way, we ask, Ben, will you take this captivating spell of a woman to be your wife? Do you accept that there may come a time where you'll be required to be a guinea pig for cosmetics? Will you be her teammate through every volleyball match, celebrating the big wins and rallying together after the tough losses? Will you dive for every save, set her up for every success, and stand by her through every spike, serve, and rally that life brings?
I do.
I don't know a lot about volleyball, so that was really hard for me to do those. Thank you, I'll try. Sylvie, will you take this electric charm of a man to be your husband? Do you accept that every now and then, no matter how hard he'll try, sometimes the pegs just aren't going to match, and that's okay? Do you promise to love him, honour him, but not obey, because it's 2025 and that's a bit creepy these days? Will you be there to lift him up when he falls? Will you be there to lift him up when life sends him a hard pickleball shot his way? And when needed, just wait by his side at the baseline until he's ready to get back in the game?
I do.
Yes. I know even less about pickleball. The goal of today is to extend the meaning of the phrase, I love you. When you say these words to one another, let them be a balm that heals the inevitable wounds of tomorrows. Cherish each other more deeply than any disagreement could ever divide you, and hold each other closer than any distance could ever separate you. Rise higher together than any obstacle dares stand in your way. Love one another more than you love snowboarding, hiking, and a cheeky soft serve at Macca's. And Sylvie, try to love him more than Cooper. From this point forward, when you say, I love you, don't just say it out of habit, but as a reminder of this day, the promise that it carries, and that the two of you will be the best damn thing to happen to one another. With that, Sylvie, I'm going to pass over to you for your vows.
Oh, okay.
I'll try to do this and I'll push your back.
Huh? Thank you.
So much.
Do you have the vows?
Ja, also. Dat mag, this is.
Brittany has one.
No one's noticing, don't worry.
You do.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect to go first, but alright. Oh, okay. No.
I'm going to swap it up. I can still swap it up.
No, it's okay. Ben, I don't think either of us expected a swipe to take us on an 8-year journey. From being two complete strangers to this very moment where you were minutes away from becoming my husband. When I look back at our adventure so far, it surprises me how far we've come. I still think about our first date at Meat Fresh in Eastwood every now and then. I remember being reluctant to share another meal with a guy I didn't vibe with. Surprisingly, that dessert date lasted 2 hours past closing. I don't know if it was because it felt like two friends catching up, or the fact that I really love nerdy looking Asian guys. I probably think it's a combination of both, but I think we can agree that our first few years together were an adjustment. Two strong-minded beings. Yeah. Oops. Thank you. Learning to coexist. We've had our fair shares of heated arguments. You had to learn to understand and empathize with the highly emotional female mind. And I had to learn to explain my emotions in a logical manner. It was definitely a game of patience, but it worked out. But among these unpleasant moments, we've had exceedingly beautiful ones. We've learnt that we both have a stupid sense of humor. We didn't care if the other one farted. And coincidentally developed careers in overlapping industries. We both love that we found someone to be ourselves. I went into our relationship with little expectations, and all I knew at the beginning was that I just wanted to be with someone who would accept my strong will and spicy personality. I didn't want to tone myself down and hide attributes that made me me. Everything else that was to come, I knew, or maybe subconsciously knew, that it would fall into place when the time came. Thank you. Throughout years, you've kept surprising me and surpassing these expectations, setting ones I didn't consider. I came across a saying recently, and it said, "A man truly loves you when he thinks of your tomorrow and not only your today." When I read this, there wasn't a second's delay in my thoughts of you. I thought about our conversations of moving out for the first time to our Carlingford home, where we learnt what emotional labour was. I thought about our discussions about our careers and how we can plan to lay the foundation for our family that we'll eventually build. To which it led to our hardest conversation so far, moving overseas so you could grow your career to support that future. Each one of these discussions were all initiated by you, because it was you who was thinking of me, of us. These conversations led us to new experiences and challenges. Our move to Canada was probably the biggest challenge I've faced in my life so far. It was one that mentally and emotionally exhausted my spirits, bringing me to my lowest of lows. A little part of me resented you for taking me away from our family and friends, but the bigger part of me wanted to do this for you. Because of this, you became my source of light. You made sure that we found things that mirrored our lives in Sydney to restart that familiar routine of work and social outings, and little eateries that gave me that little sense of comfort for when I was feeling homesick. It's true when they say home is where the heart is, because I had that realization when I was back in Sydney, alone, to say goodbye to Oma. No matter how much I was able to surround myself with our family and friends, I wanted nothing more than to be back in Vancouver with you. Our relationship has been an 8-year science experiment, optimizing a single cell line. We've learned that insertion of specific base pairs express undesirable traits, and that taught us to identify and delete those. We learned that certain sequences of amino acids built ideal and heavy and light chains, creating those antibodies that allowed us to successfully recognize antigens that posed a threat to our relationship. And I'd like to say the outcome of this developmental phase has proven to be a success, as it has led us to this moment. I'm excited for us to upscale this cell line of ours into a bioreactor full of love, laughter, stupid arguments, and adventures. For an environment for our family to grow, our kids to learn the labor of our love, and for us to continue this legacy that we've created for ourselves. With that, I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Sylvie Vong, take you, Benjamin Lockhang Law, to be my lawful wedded husband. I promise to continue to love you with all of my heart, and maybe give up an argument or two.
Cupid is a answer. I would very percent so also.
That's a hard act to follow.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to be right.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Just got to get this recorder back on, otherwise we won't be able to hear you. Okay, right now. Okay.
That should be okay. Well, growing up, my dad has always taught me. Wow, what the? He's taught me important words to live by. Do the right thing at the right time and do the thing right. I think I did it. Ever since I was in high school, like everybody else, I've been in love with the idea of love and found myself searching for my special someone, even though I had no idea what love meant. 8 years is not a short time, as Ash has pointed out. But honestly, they have flown by. The time that we have spent together has brought me an infinite amount of joy, a joy that I never knew was possible. You have taught me that love is hard work, it's patience, it's being there through thick and thin, and working as a team. But it is also that tingly feeling you get when you see your person that people always refer to as the honeymoon phase. Sometimes I find you just in your own little world, even if it's doing mundane tasks, and I catch myself smiling and thinking, how did I get so lucky? Despite you being a massive homebody and always being someone that values your family over anything else, you decided to support me and move with me across the Pacific Ocean to Vancouver. You had no job, no friends, and no family there to support you, and no Cooper over there. Even the idea of leaving Australia never even crossed your mind. Yet you took this giant leap of faith and uprooted your entire life to be with me and support me in absolute uncertainty. I know the early days were the hardest time in your life, especially when your warm-up passed. To this day, taking away your time. Oh God. Sorry, guys. Oh.
Wake up.
I think Sylvie might need something. Oh.
Take more.
Sorry about that. Whew. To this day, taking away your time with her is my one and only true regret in our entire time together. But you are the most resilient, caring, and loving person I know. And I would like to thank you for not only swiping right, but sticking with me despite everything. You are my best friend, my favorite person in this world. God damn it. And I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Oh God. I am just a boy standing in front of a girl who means more to me than I could have ever imagined. I vow to love you with everything that I have and all that I am. And though I may stumble along the way, just remember that you are and always will be the love of my life. If life was a jigsaw puzzle, being with you would be at the very center, and I can't wait to see what that picture looks like as we build that puzzle to the end of our days. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Benjamin Lokhang Law, take you, Sylvie Vows, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
이거 이 백장 왜이 리들이 타라고 이 들었었다 왜 앞에 있어? You want me to take a tissue, Sophie?
That's why I did you first. So,
Good cry.
you have pockets? Nice. There's pockets in that. Oh, great. That's what I hold hand. Having exchanged very beautiful vows and declaring their commitment as partners, Sylvie and Ben will now exchange wedding rings. And the exchange of these precious gifts will further symbolise the lifelong commitment that they make to one another. Before we do so, I ask you to take a moment to reflect on the hands that you hold, because these are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love one another today, tomorrow, and forever. They're the hands that will work alongside you as together you build your future. They're the hands that countless times will wipe tears from your eyes, whether they be tears of sorrow or tears of joy. And they're the hands that will hold your children and help you hold your family as one. And lastly, they're the hands that even when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours and still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Giving rings is a tradition that dates back more than 6,000 years to when the ancient Egyptians thought that there was a special vein that ran all the way from their ring finger across to their heart. We've since learned the complex network of veins connect all our fingers, otherwise they drop off. The precious metals of the rings are the rings are crafted from symbolize the strength and resilience of your bond. And the circular nature of a ring means that it has no beginning and no end, endless and eternal, like the washing basket. Do we have the rings? Got it. That'll be the four. My father is your to know. I choose you above all others
I choose you above all others
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I offer this ring
I offer this ring
as a token of my love,
as a token of my love,
and with it join my life to yours.
and with it I join my life with yours.
As this ring has no end,
As this ring has no end,
neither shall my love for you.
neither should my love for you.
Yep. Or to say again, I choose you above all others.
I choose you above all others to be my wife.
I seal my promise.
Sorry, repeat it.
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving husband,
to be your faithful and loving husband,
as our friends and family
as our friends and family
support as witnesses. Support as witnesses.
support as witnesses.
Both of just
Okay.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Sound ready?
It's a warm day. It's a warm day. Sylvie, Ben, you've kissed 1,000 times before, maybe more, but this time will be different as it's your first kiss as husband and wife. So without further ado, it's my honor to officially declare you husband and wife, and you may now kiss, guys.